Oh my god! Hi guys, hi guys. I have to switch off the sound in the background because of copyright issues. Yeah, that's when we get big. Yeah. Anyway, today is so crazy. I'm actually fully healed. Yeah, I'm healed. No more coughing. No more struggling to sleep and having blocked nose. Yeah, no more having fever. Actually healed. I'm super, super excited that I'm healed. I love being well, because it gets me, makes me, active. Yeah. Anyway, today's trip is crazy. One thing, like thoughts are rushing in my head. First, let me just give you a scenario of what I'm doing. So I'm actually doing data collection and dumping on a board, you know, for my research that I just completed. Doing it as a team. So yeah, so I'm just dumping there my thoughts and putting my tag. Yeah. Yep. So whilst doing that, so I'm having so many thoughts, and these thoughts have come from like when I'm doing these things. So I'm like, I'm telling you, it's a group work. So some people have already like submitted their thoughts and insights on the board, and I was just about to start looking at their answers or whatever they've written before I start now doing my data dumping, getting insights. And I was like, wow, should I like look? Because I was like, if I look, it will affect the way I actually answer my questions. So it might like interfere with my insights, like coming up with insights. So I was like, okay, let me give myself a challenge. I'm going to finish writing whatever I know and dump on the groups that have been put on the board, and then I'll check group members' answers later so I don't affect my thought process. Then if they differ, I'll just figure out why they differ. If they're the same, yay, like just to know that. So I'm trying to challenge myself that this week or whatever, let me say this week, before I do something, let's say if I have a question on something, I want to ask myself, let's say like, why, especially the why questions. I think I'll be thinking, and then I write my answer down, and then I go on the internet to figure out and see other answers. Oh, this is a tip. So, guys, the way my topics are always random, yeah, it's the purpose of this. Anyway, so I'm just like, I think that's a cool thing. Like, it's more artistic. Like, if you're an artist and you want artists to actually tell people what you're feeling, like you're actually really bold, you're actually naked, like you undressed yourself to the people, and you're like telling people, this is how I feel, or this is my interpretation of this thing, or being an artist exposes you, like you show people exactly what your biasness are, your likes, your like through that they could see you. It's I think that's one way I can describe how art is, or how art makes me feel. So basing on this thing about work where I was doing the insights, data dumping, like if you're an artist and let's say you want to do like you want to, I don't want to talk about other art that I'm not really fully indulging. Let me say like, let me see. If you're a fashion designer, listening to this, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not in this field. I'm just using that. Fashion designer, and you think of something like you want to like design yourself people can wear. Maybe you're thinking about, let me see how I can manage to incorporate our environment or nature into designs that people wear every day. So that's something that you've come up with, an idea that has popped to your head, and then you start like thinking, let me first research, or let me start to look at what people are doing in the nature space for me now to start designing. Do you feel like whatever you see outside of what you're thinking would affect you in a way that you will borrow a lot. Like you'll feel like the need to have similar designs to whatever has already existed. Do you feel so? Or you feel like it's a very good basis to start your expression and art, because like this is how people used to express themselves, design we in this kind of environmental whatever, or you feel like you should just do it as raw, like the rawest thing that I'm thinking, and then after that you can now benchmark, or like why, start understanding why someone actually chose this design for this kind of theme as opposed to mine. I don't know. That's what I feel. I feel like art, or like things to do with why, and mostly learning only starts with why. Why you ask yourself so many questions until you start answering them, and then you go deep and deep until you get to the iota, like the atomic bit of whatever you're trying to find out. Like there's no more, there's nothing can come beyond this. So I feel like that's how also art should be. God, does this thing make sense? I feel it doesn't. I'm just been going around and around. It's like I'm mixing what I was doing for work and I'm thinking about art, and I feel like it's all the same, especially when it's coming up to why. So I think this week my art challenge is I'm going to execute what is in my head without actually looking at what's already has been done in that space first. Like write it, not like build a whole thing. Like write my idea. Like I want to do this project. Then I turned, just do what is coming to my mind. Like I shouldn't be scared of what my mind. Like I should allow myself to be vulnerable. Then after that, after I finish and make sure that I've executed it well to a point, like now I can allow myself to look at other inspirations and see why they went through, and see if there are similarities or differences, and see where they can, just to understand. So I'm actually doing a project on, should I say or should I not say? It's a photography project. I love photography. Yeah. I don't know. It's just amazing. I can talk years about it. So I'm trying to do a project on it, like to try and express emotions. I want to combine UX research, what I do, and then to see how I can use that to combine different thoughts and create something that I would express it using photography. I want to do mostly emotion photography, like to capture emotions, just to make sure that the moments are frozen. Whether you come later in life, that moment is frozen, and it could actually evoke emotions in you. Because I feel photography is art, especially the way you just capture and what you're looking at. It's actually so artistic. It's crazy. And so I want to do that for you. So I was really tempted to like go look around people that are doing the same, but I'm like, no, I've gotten this inspiration from the work I'm doing right now, the research I'm doing in insights dumping. Like, I'm going to challenge myself. I finished dumping my insights, and then I'll look at other people and then see where we differ. The same thing I'm going to challenge myself with this photography thing. I'm going to try and trust my mind. I'm going to I trust you with your creative. I'm not going, let me just as vulnerable as you, whatever, don't doubt it. Just bring it. So I think this week my theme is trusting myself to be vulnerable with myself, so that I can create art. It's like walking naked to yourself, being naked. I have a piece I wrote about naked, a medium. Yeah, it's about artistic expression. Yeah, so that's the theme of this week. Oh, it's 9 minutes. This is first time that I have checked my screen while recording, and it's at 9 minutes. I'm super, super pumped. Like, normally it's always 2 minutes. So today I'm like, my mind is getting better. Or is it? Anyway, okay. Kwaheri yake. Bye. I really missed you guys. And I'll tell you about the photography thing later. I hope. So this week, or whatever time you're reading, you always give yourself like a period, a 7-day or whatever. You're going to be naked to yourself, and I'll trust yourself to be vulnerable with yourself, and eventually just then we can now look outside yourself. Let's say. if that would make sense. It's a challenge also, and I'm putting that on this work that I'm doing right now and the photography shoot that is coming up. Yes. Let's see. I hope I retain the energy to ensure that everything is fine. Okay, guys, bye. I have missed speaking. My energy is still low, like my voice has not yet come back well. Yeah, but at least I'm not coughing. Yep.